Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to chapter 6, conclusion, limitations, and further studies. And in this chapter, in this last chapter, actually, we will also learn how to handle heading levels. So, as always, I have already prepared the file in a separate document, so I'm going to import it now. In order to do that, I have to go to Insert tab. Now I am in the Insert tab. I go to Object and go to Text from File, and then I go get my file to be imported. I highlight it and click on Insert. So now it's here, chapter 6. Conclusion, limitations, and further studies. So as usual, ladies and gentlemen, this is heading level 1, bold, and centered, font 12, time New Roman. And then chapter overview, we have a short paragraph that provides a glimpse for the readers into what is expected in this chapter 6. And then we have a heading level 2, conclusion. Heading level 2, implications of the study. Some scholar call it like this, recommendations for practice. That's okay. It's up to us. And then we have heading level 2 also, limitations of the study. And perhaps finally, heading level 2 also, suggestions for further study. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier, a quick or a brief chapter summary could be very, very helpful. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the organization of headings in chapter 6 is so convenient to do. It has only 2 levels, level 1, level 2, level 2, level 2, and level 2. So let me go through this a little bit for you. This chapter covers all key components in the last chapter of this thesis, including conclusion, where key results are represented, the implications of the study, also referred to as recommendations for practice, the limitations of the current study, and some suggestions for future studies. And this chapter concludes with a brief chapter summary. Okay, this is just the first draft. I need to edit and re-edit in order to make it even better and better, but it's somehow good to go. And then to start the conclusion. So this is a heading level 2. So start the summary of your key results here. It could run in several paragraphs. So for conclusion, you need to indent. You can see here, ladies and gentlemen, here. You need to have first line indent, and you have to construct possibly half a page. It could be 2 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs that provide the summaries of your key results. That's done with conclusion. And after that, recommendations for practice. Start writing an about 200-word paragraph here, highlighting the contributions of your research. So in this specific section, recommendation for practice, it's important for us to talk about some implications for practice, in particular implication for practice, or how your research findings or research result can be can be implemented. For example, implemented by the teacher in the classroom. And then heading level 2 is also limitations of the study. Start to talk about some weaknesses of your study here. It is good to be transparent about your research. All studies come with some weaknesses or limitations. So done with that, heading level 2. And heading level 2, suggestions for further studies or future studies. Some people call it future studies or further studies. Start to talk about some studies in the near future that other researchers should be undertaking in order to extend your findings or results. Each study is like one link in the chain. So that's done. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, you do it that way. So this is a quick, short look at heading levels that we need to include in chapter 6. Basically, level 1, level 2, level 2 is good to go. So what is next? It's gonna be reference entries. Thank you very much for your time, and we shall continue to how to create the table of contents, which is a very, very powerful topic. Thank you very much.